Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. So it's going to be my third upload for the night. I'm sorry, my second one cut off. I was full of my space. Okay, so I was talking a little bit about like for a lot of the readers that pull like I was talking about like how draining energy is, but for the readers that just like read like all 12 zodiacs or whatever on lives, they're not really pulling in on all 12 different zodiacs. If they're not clearing the energy, if you don't see them, they're not. They may think that they are, but they're not. So be careful of that, because like I said, the real ones have the smaller platforms and channels, and don't put out as much heavy content, because it takes a lot to pull in on the collective energy. Very much. I mean, that's why you see that a lot of the readings, they're repeating. The cards are even repeating, unless you physically see them clearing the decks. All right. I mean, like me being a reader too, like I watch, like I'll see the same cards and then read them different ways, and you know, like you could get the same cards and you can read them one way for love, you can read them another way for career, and then I found too, most people, they read more of what's in their chart, what their makeup is. That's why I love to put down below what I am. Like heavily a Leo is going to come out, because especially when we're in the flow, we're reading the energy, so we are putting our energy into it. So what our placements are matter. That's why you may find you resonate best with somebody that has the same placements as you. That's why I try different readers, right? Bet you're going to resonate with somebody that's got the same signs within their chart as you do, right? Or maybe for some of you, like you don't know, just like I know that I resonate with a Libra very strongly, because that is like the goddess energy, okay? And adds like Empress energy. So divine feminines are going to connect with Libra energy very strongly. Okay, I know that I do, right? And I don't even know where Libra placements are in my chart. I know I happily have Leo in my chart and Cancer, and I'm a Gemini Venus. So I have that listed below. So if any of you have Cancer, Leo, Gemini, then you're going to resonate with me, you know, more than most, right? So, yeah. But yeah, I know. And it takes a lot of energy to pull in on other energies that's not, and then to decide, like, you really have to, like, shut your stuff down, pull in on the energy. Like, it's too much. I couldn't do more than 2 zodiacs before I had to lay down. That's what I mean, how they can just, I mean, the live, I mean, I get it when people can put the whole video together, all 12 signs, because they pause and they taking breaks. I'm not going to say all of them. They taking breaks, they're replenishing their energy, they getting that fresh energy, right? The ones that just do it live and run through all 12 signs, sorry. You need to rethink that, okay? Because you're not reading all 12 different. And I know that we just put the labels out there to help people, and anybody can connect with them. Take what you would, leave what you would, and I'm just speaking from experience of reading energy and the zodiacs, and I tried the New Age way, and I'm an OG, right? So, I don't know. Okay. Let's get some more cards, right? And I love to try new decks, fresh perspectives, right? And just like I'm used to all the traditional, that's why I don't use a lot of the traditional or just standard Rider Waite. I like the new age, the new terms. That's why I like them where they have been putting the descriptions on the cards, and I see the new age way. Certain cards have been changed to be perceived, and it's neat. That's why I like to incorporate different decks. Like, look at this one, the Empress reversed. Like, I would never have use this as sex without love. Sickness, poverty, materialism, and pregnancy problems. Okay. See, I have never, but I see how that could come about, right? Because the Empress upright is beautiful, abundant, pregnancy, birth. So pregnancy problems could be for some, but like I said, don't ever claim what's not for you. Just because it comes out this way and you're pregnant, it doesn't mean that if you don't feel that. So like, you got to be careful, right? But for somebody that comes a lot in alignment with this, you know, if they feel like there's something wrong and they need to go get checked out, and I feel to call it out, and Spirit aligns them with that reading, like, it's beautiful, right? That's why, like, even in the readings, like, I'm not reading every single description on each of the cards, but when I feel called to, depending on the energy that I'm pulling in on, right? That's why I hate it when people are like, I really hate the labels. I really despise them. Because say like I was like, oh, this is a Cancer reading. And then if someone's a Cancer and I call that out, they're going to be like, oh my God, that was for me because I'm a Cancer and I'm pregnant. And I think that there's something wrong because I know what that's like. We worry words, right? And if I would have came across that reading, I don't want to manifest that for somebody because they think they come in alignment with it. You know what I mean? That's why you always have to trust what you feel. And the labels, I mean, they help to pull in on the collective energies, but people don't understand you can embody those things even if we're just under the influence of it. That's why I love to tell everybody, like, we in Aries season, right? So that Aries influence is heavy. We all feel in that Aries energy. So more often than not at this time, everybody that's watching Aries readings, those are going to resonate with you more right now, probably than your sun signs. I'm just saying. I mean, maybe you want to experiment and try some new things. I don't know why they have me coming out with this stuff tonight. Literally, it was at the end of my last reading. I'm going to stop now. Like, I don't like to, you know, I give what my celestial guides love to like have come through. My spiritual teachers, my shamans, the ones that, you know, and they don't want me labeling mine. Maybe that's just me, right? I mean, maybe I'm totally wrong and I'm literally just explaining me, but I've just found that that's how it is. But that's me. Maybe I just haven't aligned with beautiful readers that can just read every different zodiac. They on point. You know what I mean? So there's that. But it's significant because it's for somebody. Because maybe you're one where you're trying and you're like, why am I not able to pull into all the different energies? Why, you know, maybe for some of you could feel too like they're just too draining. Like, gosh, I do my signs fine, but when I start pulling in the other sign, I'm just too drained. Maybe it's a sign you're not supposed to be doing that. Maybe you're supposed to be doing it different. Maybe you're just supposed to be out here just helping people by putting your energy out there, right? Maybe you're not supposed to be doing it in the new age way, right? So, I don't know. Whoever aligns with my stuff is meant to, and so, know that. Alright, so they have me come out. What am I like? I can't even see the time. 5 minutes, 8 minutes in. I don't know. I felt to explain that. So I'm gonna move on now. Let's see. All right. Maybe it's just another teaching coming out, right? Yeah. Maybe I'm being more direct. Maybe I'm supposed to be because of competition and conflict. With the 5 of Wands. Competition, physical activity, disagreement, obstacles, debate, agitation, self-doubt, annoying, trivial, and disturbance. But see, that's coming out. Yeah, this would make sense. Oh, I thought this was the 8 of Pentacles. Why? I was thinking in work. Ooh, that 7 of Swords is right underneath that. And there's a King of Swords and a Queen of Swords. So this is going off the reading that I was just giving. Okay, which I had a feeling it was. It's just I timed out. About the 7 of Swords. Somebody in the past, right? Being deceptive, playing tactics. Maybe like there's this self-doubt energy. Maybe you were self-doubting yourself, and maybe that's why I felt to give this clarity, because you're having this self-doubt or feeling like you're doing something a wrong way, or it's not working because it's not working the way you're trying to do it, because you're trying to do it wrong. Like I said, if like when I was like, I know I'm a good reader and I know I'm tapped into the energies, but why can I not do multiple readings like other people can? Why can I not pull in each of the zodiac and keep going? You know what I mean? It took me a long time to realize that, right? So maybe this is significant. I feel tapping again. What are you trying to tell me? So don't compare yourself. Do not compare yourself. For some of you, this could be you in the Seven of Swords energy. You could be sabotaging yourself, right? Like if you're staying in a conflict, if you're staying in a situation that is annoying, that is agitating you, like why are you allowing it? Why are you putting up with it? Why are you entertaining it? Why are you playing these games? Maybe you need to start questioning yourself, because that's you putting on the mask. Like if you feel bothered by a certain person, situation, relationship, and you're staying in it, that's you in the Seven of Swords. We don't always like to look at the things, but you are. So there's you gotta speak up and say, because if things are bothering you and you don't express it, you're allowing it. The King and the Queen of Swords, they both got stuff to say. They're both holding up their swords there. This could be with a past person here with the Six of Cups. Look, sharing a sincere talk. It doesn't always need to be competition and battling. It could literally be just a sincere talk. If, you know, it's these little things like, you know, sometimes the Seven of Swords can look like somebody trying. Like I said, Seven of Swords sometimes is like, say somebody gets into a relationship where there's children involved that aren't theirs. So they have to take on that role of being a stepfather, a stepmother, right? So they put on the mask that they can be the step-parent, that they know what they're doing. A lot of times, especially if they haven't had children, they don't know what they're doing. Okay, they try, but they could be coming off in that Seven of Swords, and probably more often than not, yes, because do they really want that job? No. No. Who wants to take on a child that's not theirs? I mean, it's easy to spend time and love that child and have fun, but to take on all the nitty-gritty punishing and all of that, no. It's easier just to let the other, to let the parent handle that, right? So, and sometimes if you have a child that has a lot of problems and a lot of work to do, it can be very burdensome, right? So what I'm getting at is that maybe a talk needs to be had here where someone's like, you know what, like we've been overcomplicating things, we've been stepping in, trying to be a family, trying to do all of this, and it's causing more problems. Like maybe the sincere talk needs to be like, you know what, like we can still be together and work on us, but you need to just let me parent my children and let me handle everything, okay? And we welcome, you know what I mean? Like, and I know it's hard when you have family and you're trying, but maybe you need to do something a little bit different. So maybe there needs to be a sincere talk, or maybe it needs to be defending children, because that's what I'm picking up with the Six of Cups, is like the children card here. So maybe somebody needs to say something like, whoa, like the way you're punishing my child, the way you're talking about my child, like that's not in alignment with like the way I want to raise my children. So that's what I mean, like, but you wouldn't know if you didn't talk. That's what I mean. I feel that these two need to talk, right? And that's what I'm getting, like, when it's like punishing, right? And it's having to do with like external conflict, right? Like debate, agitation, right? Like I get it, like especially when it's like a stepfather that has to step in, right? Because they want to have authority, right? Or maybe it's this, you know, and they do need to have respect, especially if children are living with like a stepfather and they're taking care of that child. Like they need to respect that man and follow rules. And so maybe if like the mother always defends that child or whatever, like maybe the father's like, you know what, they're going to be in my home and I'm supporting them and I'm paying for them to have, and they're living in my home, they're going to follow my rules. And maybe they do need to get to express their rules. right? So maybe there's some sort of talk. Well, that's what I mean. Like, I don't think that it doesn't always mean like fighting. Oh, we need to come up with a plan or we're over. Like some readers will read these as these two battling and fighting. It can literally be just, you know, putting together a strategy and a plan sharp with words, like, or maybe it's like, I love you and your children, but if your children can't respect and honor me, then I can't run the family like I want it to be ran, and maybe we shouldn't be. Maybe the talk's gonna go that way too. I mean, I didn't want to give it that way, but sometimes children can break up relationships. They very much can, especially if they're karmic children, especially if there's other people that are involved too, like other parents and things like that. Like, they need to know that, like, whoever, like, I'm just gonna read this in a father perspective, but it could be the mother too. But it's just like, if a father's gonna bash a child's parents, that's not okay. They need to respect the children's biological father, mother, whatever. Like, they need to not do that. And maybe that's a talk that a mother needs to have, like, with the father. Like, you need to not bash my children's parents. That's not part of my parenting plan. We don't do that, right? And I know that it can be hard, especially when the father may feel that a lot of burdens is on them because the biological father is not helping financially or physically or whatever. That can put a lot of stress on them, right? To wanna but children don't understand that. So that's what I mean. I'm feeling this as strong energy with children coming out, and there being a lot of hidden or illegal tactics is coming over here. Indirect action, warning, trickery. There's just a lot of like masking of energy, you know, acting like, I get this energy of like acting like things are okay and this stuff is going on. There's like a lot of sabotaging and a lot of like that's why I'm getting like a lot of conflicts and dynamics within the family. It has a lot to do with words, right? So that's the strongest message that's coming out. There just definitely needs to be, I feel like I'm just going to keep going with the same message. Clearly this isn't for everybody. This is what's coming out in the energy. Hopefully this was helpful for whoever needed a little bit of guidance about, I feel like lately I've really been explaining the Seven of Swords a lot. A lot of readers just read the Seven of Swords as like the cheater and the deceiver card. Like, it drives me crazy when I'm in a reading and it's like, no, that is not the only interpretation of the Seven of Swords. Like, oh my gosh, like so many people that have insecurities are then thinking that their lovers are cheating on them, and literally it could be they're trying. They are trying to be somebody that they're just not ready to be, and they can come off in that energy as well. You gotta look for surrounding cards and what's going on. But, you know, traditionally it is read as like deception, cunning, trickery, falsity, sabotage, hidden or illegal tactics, indirect action, and warning. But that's what I mean. I don't know if it's because I try to read it. We'll see. Like, look, upright, the Seven of Swords is an apology, good advice, constructive criticism, something that pays off for you, and the return of a stolen item. I feel like that Seven of Swords is like the darkest card, right? And just like a lot of people like the Devil, they don't always read the Devil, right? As you know, it's, you bind yourself to that. And, you know, I read this, the Devil card is also fear and being stuck and bound in a certain cycle. And literally that could be somebody's dark emotions. It doesn't always mean that they're in a demonic energy, that they're just out to be a, I don't even know what to say, like a monster, like they're just out to, I mean, now, I would read it darker if it was maybe the Seven of Swords with the Devil out together. You know what I mean? Then I would fully probably execute the Seven of Swords read this way. But we've all been in this energy, and a lot of times you're in this energy. Like if you're trying to be the best version of yourself on like your first date, if you're one that you go through many different outfits before you go, you don't know what to wear, you're thinking all this stuff, you're nervous, chances are you're coming off in a little bit of that Seven of Swords because you're trying to project an image of yourself or something that is not truly authentic, because you're trying to be like, instead of just going in what's comfortable and being more like you often like you start to look in the mirror and you start to like change things. I don't know, I don't feel like I'm saying this very well, but a lot of times like that's why things will fade, right? A lot of times we even may tell people, because chances are like when you're in that energy of, if you care so much about your appearance and what you're going to look to impress that date, you're probably going to be sitting there on that date and they could be like, I love country, I love this, and even if you don't, you could literally be like, yeah, but I adore that too, I adore it. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. Then you're coming off in the Seven of Swords just because you're trying to please them too much because you agreeing with them or so many people. And I know that's like that's not even like gaslighting. Gaslighting is like where you like, you really just feed in and telling people all these things that they want to hear, and you're leading them on with the intent. But all these terms, like, I don't know why I'm explaining to you on the Seven of Swords. This is the energy that's coming out. I'm gonna leave this here. Love and light to all of you guys. Bye.